Why are fantasy football sleepers often overlooked in ADP? Have you ever wondered why tight end sleepers in fantasy football seem to slip through the cracks during drafts? It all comes down to how the tight end position is viewed and valued. Tight ends are often less predictable than other positions like quarterback, running back, or wide receiver. This unpredictability makes it tough for fantasy managers to spot which tight ends will outperform their draft positions. One reason tight ends are overlooked is the limited number of elite options. There are usually only a few tight ends who consistently deliver strong performances year after year. After these top players, the production tends to drop significantly. Because of this, many fantasy managers choose to wait until later rounds to draft tight ends. This strategy often pushes potential sleeper candidates further down the draft board. Another factor is the inconsistency of tight end production. A tight end's performance can vary greatly based on the team's offensive strategy, the quarterback's play, and even injuries. This variability makes it difficult to project their fantasy value accurately. As a result, many fantasy managers play it safe and avoid drafting tight ends early, which lowers the average draft position for those with sleeper potential. Many tight end sleepers are young players or rookies with limited experience in the National Football League but possess strong athletic skills or impressive college stats. Because these players come with a level of risk, they often get undervalued in drafts. This leads to lower average draft positions, even though they might have significant upside. Draft strategy also plays a role in this trend. Fantasy managers often prioritize running backs and wide receivers early in drafts because they tend to offer more consistent production. Tight ends are frequently selected later, especially if managers plan to stream the position or relying on a few elite players. This approach can suppress the average draft position of sleeper tight ends, even if their projected performance suggests they should be picked earlier. Lastly, the definition of a sleeper can vary from person to person. Projections for tight ends can differ widely, leading to confusion about a player's potential. Players who outperform their average draft position become known as sleepers, but many are initially overlooked due to skepticism or lack of exposure. For fantasy managers looking to capitalize on this situation, there are practical steps to take. Target young or rookie tight ends who have the potential to thrive in offenses that utilize the position effectively. Waiting to draft tight ends until the middle or later rounds can maximize value, but be ready to grab undervalued players who show signs of increased involvement in their team's offense. Keep an eye on training camp and preseason reports for any changes in tight end usage or injuries that could elevate sleeper candidates. While average draft position can serve as a helpful guide, it should not be a strict rule. Many productive tight ends are selected much later than their eventual fantasy output would suggest. In summary, tight end sleepers are often overlooked in average draft position due to the unpredictability of the position, the scarcity of elite players, and strategic choices made by fantasy managers. Understanding these factors can help savvy managers find hidden gems in the later rounds of their drafts.